Gentlemen, Pretender Thailand here. I want to talk a little bit about what happened to me in the year that I was working over in Pattaya, Thailand, because things have changed significantly for me. From being a tourist and traveling to Pattaya and for 2 and 4 week holidays, that sort of stuff, to actually working there on location. The more time I spent dealing with the Thai bar girls, the less interested I became in engaging with their services or dealing with them in any other way other than the professional services that I'm pioneering over there in Pattaya, Thailand. And it really didn't take very long for that to happen either. And I think I understand why. You see, when you work with a group of people, you become part of that inside group of people. And you start to see those people not as people to engage with and people to purchase their services. You view them as a kind of colleague, okay, as a kind of peer. Now, when I was working in government, working in supercomputing, my peers were scientists, engineers, mathematicians, business administrators and the like, professional people. When I went over to Pattaya, Thailand, and I started working with the Thai bar girls, specifically setting them up Bitcoin wallets, teaching them about Bitcoin, and pioneering, bringing new technology to Thailand, BTC Pay Server. When I started really working with them and understanding how they operate and seeing the business for what it is and everything that comes with that, I saw them more and more as my peer group. I saw them more and more as people to deal with on a professional level. I started seeing the clothing they wear, the makeup they put on, the behaviors that they exhibit, all of that sort of stuff in a professional sense, okay? So think about it this way. Some people go to work and they take a briefcase, they take their files, they wear a suit, they wear a tie, and they work in a professional office. These people, okay, their uniform is their sexy attire. Their office is the bar, okay? They are there to work, they are there to make money by offering men sexual services and entertainment and pleasure. That is the business that they're engaged in. Now, the business that I'm engaged in, of course, is bringing new technology to Thailand, BTC Pay Server, setting them up Bitcoin wallets, and anytime any of their Western sponsors, of which they've got many, in many cases, wants to send them Bitcoin, they can come and engage my professional services. So over time, what I found was that I would be talking to them and saying, look, you're looking at me like a client. I'm not here to purchase your services, okay? I'm here to help you, so help you in a way so that other Western men can get money to you, can pay you. You've got to see me as a kind of like a Western Union. That's why I got the Mr. Bitcoin t-shirts made up. That's why I was seen walking around town with those t-shirts. That's why the girls got to know me as Mr. Bitcoin, right? Where they took one look at me, they knew that I was working there, they knew that what I was about, okay, and the services that I could offer them. Some of those girls who I set Bitcoin wallets up for, they saw the functionality, they knew that as soon as any guy sent them Bitcoin, they knew to come to me and that I would pay them directly in Thai baht. Now me screwing around with them, okay, is not going to work, okay? They have to see me as a business professional on par with a bar manager or on par with a no, sorry, it's more than that, right? Because I've come in on a level above all of that stuff. I've come in as a highly educated IT professional who's got a great deal of knowledge, skills, experience within the Bitcoin space. I've come in and I've offered services to that market, and I'm building a brand, I'm building a business, I'm taking all my R&D that I've been engaged in for the last couple of years, and I put a formula out on the street, okay? And I'm looking to develop this as a business over there. And for all those girls to see my company as the company that is able to offer them Bitcoin, professional Bitcoin services. They need to see me that way. They need to see me not as a sex tourist. They need to see me not as a water buffalo or Farang sponsor, any of that stuff. They need to take one look at me and one look at my business logo and my branding and say to themselves, I can go to Mr. Bitcoin and I can get Thai baht for any Bitcoin that is sent to me by any of these sponsors that I've got. That's what they need to think, okay? The whole business of sex work, in terms of me engaging in that, I lost complete interest in. Like, complete interest. I cannot even look, okay, at any of these girls anymore, okay? And yes, we know this channel, I've talked a lot about ladyboys and engaging their services and all the rest of that sort of stuff over the years. I can't look at them in the way that I looked at them before, okay? And the behaviors that I exhibited with them before, it's all changed, all right? Another change is because I've gotten older, my testosterone level has dropped and I'm able to see things very clearly now, whereas before, testosterone was clouding some of my judgment. And I put that to the test. On the last trip to Pattaya, I tried testosterone replacement therapy, and literally overnight my drive went back up and I started wanting to engage in their services and all that sort of stuff again. And I'm like, there you go. There you go. It's a lot of our behavior as men is driven by testosterone. And I vowed not to take that stuff anymore, because it's dangerous within that environment to be on any kind of steroids or anything like that. I was taking just testosterone, I wasn't taking anything else, and I just wanted to try it to see the effect. Now, there were positive effects, there were negative effects. I found within that environment, the negatives outweighed the positives, at least for me personally. I'm not going to judge other men who want to take steroids. That's up to them, that's their personal decision. For me, however, it's not something that I want to do again. As I've gotten older, it's become a lot easier dealing with my sex drive. It's become, I've become hyper interested in the work that I'm doing, which is censorship resistant money, censorship resistant computing, and offering those services to that marketplace. Because I know full well that no other company is going to come in, no other big company or traditional financial services company is going to have any interest whatsoever in that market. None. Okay? And that I can pioneer these services in that marketplace. And I'm not going to let an opportunity like that go by engaging the services of these people. I've got a couple of close people who I've known for many years over there in Pattaya. And the last trip, I really only saw one person. And that person, it was literally the only person that was able, with a university education, that could work with me on my Bitcoin videos. So that person became there was a mix of, how do I say, I dealt with them on a business level, yes, but we've got a personal relationship that stretches back many years. Okay, so I guess you could say that person was a kind of companion, right? And I'll be working with this person a lot more in the future over in Pattaya. And And I'm actually looking for more people now. At the moment, I put out contract jobs, looking for people in Pattaya, Thai citizens, to work with me. Okay, I've got a set of services that I'd like them to perform for me. Okay, I'd like them to do stuff for me on a professional basis. The number one goal that I've got is to set up Bitcoin wallets for all the girls in Soy 6 Pattaya. That's whoever does that, okay, will gain that market share. Okay, and there's over 1,000 girls within that district. All of them need a Bitcoin wallet. All right, 1,000 girls, each of them have got about 5 men on the go. In the Western world, that's 5,000 potential people sending Bitcoin. And anytime they send it, I convert it to cash for the girls. That's the service that I'm offering. I've got no interest in, I guess, hearing about any kind of sexual escapades with the girls, or receiving photos of girls, or any, like, I've got no interest in any of that. None. Zero. It's over. Right? This is just what happened to me. This is what happened to my mindset whilst being over there. I think being so close to the industry, and because I walked in there and I said to industry players, I said, now look, I'm introducing new technology. I don't want you to see this as an us and them situation. I want you to see me as, I'm introducing this technology to this marketplace, but it's not for me, it's for us. Let's work together with this, okay? It's an opportunity on the world stage, and I consider Pattaya, Thailand on the world stage for the sex industry. It's an opportunity to innovate, to do something that other people will see in other red light districts around the world, and will come to the exact same conclusions that I came to as a computer scientist who got in early on this technology, who got in early on Bitcoin, who got in early on the Bitcoin Lightning Network, who had been using BTC Pay for some years, right? And my company has got the 3rd highest ranked Bitcoin node in Australia, and it's soon to be the 2nd highest ranked node. I've got 3 of these nodes, okay? And using those 3 nodes, in particular the first 2, it's a significant benefit for those people in that they can receive money as Bitcoin and Thai baht, right? And to me, this is what I want to be known for, right? And that's why I did my other channel under my own name, because it's my professional services. So I guess the point of this video is that there has been a significant change in me and in my thinking and in the way that I'm dealing with these people. I see them as peers, as colleagues. I don't see them as people that I want to engage their services anymore. Being behind the scenes and working with them and doing everything that I've done with them on a business level has become much, much more interesting to me than any kind of services that they're offering to the marketplace in terms of the sexual services that these girls offer, right? That whole aspect became extremely boring extremely quickly, right? So the whole dream about Thailand, about going there to engage with their services and on, it gets real old real quick, okay? It really does. And you need other things to do as a guy. And these are the things that I'm doing, right? Innovating within that marketplace. Doing stuff that other professionals with my background don't have the courage to do. And I'll admit, a place like that, right? A place like Pattaya, Thailand is extreme. It is an extreme place. It is way, way out there on the risk spectrum. To do anything, right? It's very, very difficult. And there's so many problems that crop up. I mean, one of my associates almost landed himself in prison, okay? His wife was the one who ended up in prison. And it took 45 days to get her out. And I've seen ways that I can help people like him and help people like her through, age verification IT systems, and through KYC and AML processes that my company is engaging in. So that I've got the ID cards of the bar girls. I've got their names, their photos, their date of births, etc. Anything crops up, I've got them on my system. The Thai police, the authorities, can then, if they want to, check with me as an independent third party, okay, and say, right, is this girl of age? Stuff like that. So, yeah, I guess this channel, I'm not making many more videos for this channel in terms of, I will probably still make some videos going forward, but my primary interest when it comes to Thailand has completely changed from being a tourist to being an expat, or at least living there 6 months out of the year. And if not that, continuing to perform these business services and this offering that I've created for that marketplace. Now, to me, regardless of whether my idea works or not, we've seen it work in practice over in Canada with the Canadian truckers. When the shit hit the fan over there, the guy who set up all those Bitcoin wallets for those truckers, I'll tell you what happened. The Canadian police raided his property. Okay, they took all his servers, and that was it. Right? He did such a great job of setting up these wallets for all those truckers, right, that he embarrassed the Canadian government. Now, I want to be a bit more low-key, and I've learnt the lessons and stuff that went on over in Canada. It is only a matter of time. Mark my words, it is only a matter of time before the next Thai democracy uprising. And when the shit hits the fan and they block the payments, the Thai government and others will look and they'll say, they'll look in the Thai way and say, how the fuck are those girls in Soy 6 getting payments through? That's going to come back to me, right, and my company, and then the heat will come on me, and then I've got to get on a plane and get out of there, or continue offering, setting up the wallets and doing everything from here in Australia. So that's where I'm at. So I just thought I'd make this video and talk a little bit about this sort of stuff, just so that you've all got an understanding of where I'm at and what I'm doing and where my interest lies and what I want to hear from you guys. Though I do get quite a bit of contact from different people who've contacted me because of this channel, and contacted me because of my videos and that sort of stuff. But that's where I'm at now. And my videos from 10 years ago are going to be different to my videos today. And some people have seen the videos from a long time ago. Maybe they think that I'm still in the same mindset. I'm still the same person. I have changed. We've all changed, right? All of us are changing. Time goes on, we change some of our ideas, we do different things, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, if you contact me, I tell you what I want to hear. I want to hear about Bitcoin. I want to hear about censorship-resistant money. I want to hear about the convergence of sex work and money, and getting money through to sex workers in a censorship-resistant way. I want to hear stories of people that have been had their payments blocked, censored, frozen. I want to hear stories of any of you guys who are sending your Thai friends money and you've had problems with that. I'm all ears. Talk to me about that sort of stuff. What I'm not interested in is receiving photos of girls, descriptions of services that they're offering, things that you'd like to do to them, all that. I've got zero interest in any of that stuff, okay? Because again, I've become a peer to this group of people, right? I'm working with them side by side. You can go to my other channel, you can see this, where I'm sitting down with some of these Thai sex workers, Or bar girls. I've been told I've got to call them bar girls. I'm not allowed to call them sex workers. So there's a whole lot of this sort of stuff that has come up. Business people over there have told me, right? Look, you need to change some of your language because it doesn't work because of this or because of that. So I sat down with these bar workers. I set up Bitcoin wallets for them. I taught them the process. I showed them how they can receive Bitcoin. I've taught them how they can convert that to Thai currency utilizing my services, right? So I see them as peers. I don't see them as sexual objects. Like I can see they're dressed in a sexy way. I can see that their goal is to offer those services to men. But when they deal with me, they're looking at me as a potential client, but I'm looking at them as a potential client these days, right? I'm not looking to consume their services. I'm looking for them to consume my services, okay? So things have changed significantly. And I guess, that's where I'm at. And if any of you guys have got any comments on this or would like to contact me, if any of you are interested in this business, okay, and the business of sex work, the business of getting money to sex workers, all that sort of stuff, I'm all ears. And I've had contact from some prominent business people, and I'm getting all sorts of people contacting me on my professional LinkedIn profile. I'm talking big financial companies, high level executives and the like, who have seen my work and they've thought, well, we can't do that, but we want to do some of the stuff that you're doing for our own market, for the mainstream market. That was the major goal of everything that I've been doing. You take a small segment of the marketplace, you provide a set of services to that marketplace, you pick an extreme marketplace with a whole lot of problems, and you provide those services and you lead the way. You lead the way because nobody else is leading the way on this, right? And that's what I did. And that's what I want to continue to do. And as soon as I get back to Thailand, okay, as soon as my health improves, because I've been having significant health issues, okay, that are still causing me a lot of trouble, all right? Once I'm well enough, I'll be back over there again and I'll be continuing this work. This has become a major focus and major goal for me, okay? It really has. And I'm proud to stand with those people, with those Thai bar workers, as a peer, okay? I'm not proud to stand with them as a sex tourist, as a client of them, or any of that sort of stuff. Because generally you want to keep that stuff under wraps in your in your real life, because it rubs off on your professional life. But if you choose that group of people to say, right, I want my professional life to be working with these people on a professional level, you can have a look at all my videos on my other channel. They are 100% professional focused. There's nothing on there about dealing with them in terms of being a sex tourist or any of that sort of stuff. It's about standing with them. It's about being seen with them as a peer and as a service provider and offering my services to them in the most professional way possible. That's it. I just thought I'd talk about that today. I was sort of inspired about talking about that today, and I hope that you guys are able to see this, to see the change that's occurred in me and how I've evolved since living and working over in Thailand over a longer period, over a year's basis, and can see the road that I'm on going forward. Okay, whether it works or whether it doesn't, I'm getting a result, right? If the result is failure, there's still much that can be learnt from failure. If the result is success, there's a lot that can be learnt from that as well. But I see myself as laying the groundwork, okay? Being the pioneer, being the first person to tread a path, a difficult path, a very difficult path. Because it's important that someone does that. And I think, I know I'm the right person to do that because my skills, knowledge, my background in IT and my extreme skills in the Bitcoin space and censorship resistant computing, all that sort of stuff, where I can do this. It doesn't mean that I'm going to win. Often the first company that does something like this is not the company that succeeds. Often it's a company that comes later. We've seen this time and time again, right? But those companies will look and say, that pretender guy, and of course they know me by my professional name, my company name, that guy, he was the one who tread the path first. Let's learn from him. Let's learn from the good things he did. Let's learn from the mistakes that he made. Let's do things better, okay? Right? And maybe we'll be the company that wins. Regardless, this is happening, okay? Bitcoin is the people's money. Bitcoin is for everyone, and that includes sex workers. It includes the people that we like and the people we don't like. It includes the people the government likes and the people that the governments don't like, okay? And this is what's going on, and it's a very, very important change, right? All right, that's it. All the best, everyone. I'm the Pretender.